create a conscious shift in your life? Do you seek answers to the human experience? Well, welcome to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. It's a 2-hour safe haven for your questions and Spirit's answers, and you can transform your life. Right now on WHFS in Tampa and WWNN in South Florida, Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium who can assist you to connect the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. For the next 2 hours, listen and call in toll-free, 888-565-1470, 888-565-1470, and watch Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube, and share love and light.
Yes, indeed, there's a light right here on our new station live in Tampa on WHFS 1010 AM, 92.1 and 103.1. And of course, as always, we are broadcasting here in South Florida at WWNN 1470 AM, 95.3 FM, and 96.9. My goodness, that's a lot of numbers to say. But we hope you join us. Share the page, share the light, share the love. We are live right now on Facebook. We are live on YouTube. And of course, we're live here on your radio, answering your questions, life's questions. Do you have those questions that pop up in your head? Are you one of those people who have conversations in your head? There's a song that always pops in my head. Everybody's talking at me. I don't hear a word they're saying, only the echoes of my mind. And I hear these echoes of my own thoughts. But did you know that thoughts and words that they create the energy that manifests into something that's in your personal atmosphere and your environment. So what are your words manifesting? What is it that you're saying and thinking that's creating your existence? You see, there are some things that are out of our control. We experienced 2020, so we understand some things are out of our control. But as we choose to create the life that we want, we can choose to say that we're dissatisfied with work. I'm not happy. I hate my job. Take this job and, well, you can finish the sentence. And we could say all the things that bother us about our boss and our coworkers. I'm sure some of you have said just those very same things. But what about if you said that I am powerful beyond measure and I am the person who is going to make this a great day, and the people around me, they're going to cooperate, and that their energy is not going to impact me, their thoughts, their words, their moods are not going to ruin my day, because I'm a powerful person, and I'm going to move myself in the direction of what I want. And if this job is not offering me what I want, then I'm going to create an opportunity. I'm going to manifest and bring to me a new work opportunity, either in another place or do my own thing. But I am a powerful being who can and will create the right amount and flow of abundance that I desire. I have that ability within me. You see, we cannot change our coworkers, and we can't change their moods. And yeah, I know you might like to, but you can't change your boss either. However, you can choose how you act and react to what's going on. And when things are gnarly, disappointing, uncomfortable, create a sense of angst, what you can do is sit and tell yourself, I can do anything for a short period of time. This too shall pass. We can create a change, and we can trust that something else will pop up if we focus our attention on it. But most of us, we're focusing on what's not working, what is dissatisfactory, and what does not allow us to feel free and happy and harmonious. Now, let's get to those personal relationships. How are they working? Yes, you can come home and say, oh, my kids, they never pick up after themselves. Everything's a mess. No one cares. Nobody appreciates me. We can go through all of that and be dissatisfied. Now, just because you say that in your mind that you're going to be excited to go home doesn't mean the kids are going to pick up their clothes. And it most certainly doesn't mean that everyone's going to pitch in. That requires a little bit of cooperation. But how you let it get under your skin, well, that's what we're talking about. Because when you allow these things to fester inside, they eat away at you, within you. They chew you up. And that is a root cause of a lot of malaise and disease in the physical body. You can redirect your thoughts and energy and, well, be like a duck. You know, earlier here in South Florida, we had this torrential rain. It was quite the flood. And in the back of the house, there's this pretty golf course. And at the pretty golf course, all the golf course became flooded with water. And guess who joined for a fabulous swim? The ducks. Now, I could look at the torrential rain and say, oh my goodness, it's really disrupting the day, and I hope it ends before I leave for the radio station. Or we could focus on the fact that the ducks got a free bath in my backyard and that things were looking up instead of down, even if it was a crazy downpour. Now, no matter where you are in Florida, we know those downpours, they come. But it's all in how we handle it. It's all on how we choose to interpret the experience. And then, of course, there's those love relationships. Do you have questions about love relationships? Yeah, they can be a little problematic. Then again, they could be your greatest experience because love is a universal flow of energy that can transform anything. And when you're with the right person who you truly love, who you're in sync with, who gets you, and who has common goals, common vibrational energy, and you just can't imagine living without them, the world is a magnificent place. But we know even the best of couples, sometimes we're not on the same page. And it's not feeling as great as it did in the beginning. It's how you choose to focus your attention and your energy that determines whether this relationship in its rocky moments, and there can be some rocky moments, whether it chooses to really reach the new heights of love and romance or plummet down to end in, well, that big D word, that divorce. You see, life is a series of choices, and even to a certain degree, love is a choice. You can choose to feel love, or you could choose to feel anger. You can choose to talk about wonderful, great, magnificent things, or you could complain about your neighbor across the street. It's really how you choose to, well, experience life. Now, yes, we've all been through the mill this past 18 months. So maybe it was a little difficult for us to say positive things and create positive energy. But we've got to look beyond. We've passed this far, and you've got the power inside of you to have a positive attitude and count your blessings along the way during the difficulties of life, during the things that sideswiped us and took us hostage, literally. You have that power. You have the ability to say what you want and feel it and believe it's possible. And I'm not getting woo-woo. I mean really focus on saying what you want and desire, even if you don't know how you're going to get there. Almost everything I've ever accomplished is something that I said out loud in a whim. And most of my friends were like, oh, watch out, she's going to do something crazy. We know. But that's how I got there. I put it out in the energy, and somehow, even though I couldn't add it all up, I couldn't think the best steps to take to get there. I couldn't push my way through. I couldn't make it happen. I just showed up believing and did the little steps that were within my power. And I let my imagination, and I've got a great imagination, run wild. And the ability to manifest is fueled by inspiration and learning to imagine. What's that song? Imagine there's no heaven. Right? Imagine. Imagine all the people living in the world. It's how can you imagine the world differently than what you're experiencing? And through that imagination, let a flash, just a flash of inspiration come to you. And then you get this feeling. And this is my favorite part. It's the feeling of excitement, enthusiasm, that I feel like I just got pushed on the swing to the highest point and my stomach drops and I feel that wee feeling. That's when you know you've made the connection from imagination to inspiration. And then there's that little I wonder if moment. That feeling of, gee, I feel a little nervous. I'm thinking big. I'm thinking really big, maybe bigger than my britches. I'm thinking outside the box. There's a little nervousness when you think big, and that's okay. Because anticipation and a little bit of nervousness, it keeps you on your toes. When you let fear grab hold, that just derails all the positive thoughts and words you could ever say. Because fear, it's the enemy. Fear makes you focus on all those things that aren't working or all the things that could go wrong. And if you ever notice, people who focus on all the things that are going wrong, they're always the ones who are pointing out what could go wrong next and are very fearful. And they focus on the negative. And that's all that comes out of their mouth. And if you've ever sat in their company, unless you're going to be part of the Debbie Downer Club, it's exhausting. Because in your mind, you're like, okay, I don't want to be a part of that energy. I got to focus my attention somewhere else. You've got to focus your energy on what the outcome will be. And we're all in a learning curve. So we can't judge them for where they are. It's just they haven't gotten excited, enthusiastic about something. They're holding on to all the old conditioned beliefs and patterns and maybe some of the disappointments they've had in their life. So we can't convince them to think and talk differently. They've got to make that choice for themselves. But you have the power to choose to align yourself to the thoughts and the words that make you feel powerful. And the best way to create is to use two very powerful words, I am. You see, the voice of the I am energy, that energy is what creates. You activate a force, a frequency, the lightning of God to come through you and act as that force. So when you say, I am powerful, and I am the person, the woman, the man who can get a new job and earn more money, I am the person who is attracting new opportunities, new adventures, new loves, choices in life. When you say, I am free, I am healthy, I am harmonious. When you say these words, you begin to create a momentum in the energy that is so powerful that it becomes magnetic. And it is that same magnetizing energy that brings things to you. And in the energy of that magnetic field, this is how things come. This is how when I speak to you and I say, I kind of create things by just saying it out loud. And anyone who knows me, they'll attest to it. But what they don't realize behind the scenes is that it doesn't just poof, magically happen. There's a system. There's a conversation that I'm having with myself. There are thoughts that I'm keeping on the railroad train track that goes to positivity. And I'm not going down the side road of Debbie Downer negativity. I'm holding my thoughts and my words in an energy that is so powerful. And even when it wavers, almost like the track shifts on me, I wait for the next chance I can push the button and get right back on the track. But my energy becomes so charged, as your energy can too, of this powerful, I can do it no matter what's going on around me because I am blessed. And you charge your energy with that, and then suddenly, the things you said you wanted to have happen start small, simple things. You win a free trip, something happens, you win a lottery number. Little simple things let you know the universe has your back. That you got help from the other side, your guides, your angels. That your loved ones are cheering you on. I kind of imagine heaven as, well, a big football field filled with our angels and our guides and our loved ones. Of course, our loved ones are on the lower tier. They don't have the box seats that the angels and the guides have. But our loved ones are sitting there cheering us on, saying, you can do it, you can score. And then they put their hands on their heads. I can just imagine going, oh, no, they fumbled. It's not working. And then they cheer us on again. Because there's one thing another human being knows who has crossed to the other side is, of course, it's not easy. But it's so much easier. It's so simple when we choose to say what we want and choose a different way. To focus the energy on the direction of where we'd like to be. Your words have power. Your thoughts, they govern a lot. And who you align yourself with. You know, you are the company you keep. that too impacts you. So no matter where you are in this midway point of 2021, you can turn the beat around and put yourself on the path of what would make you most happy. You know that song, if it makes you happy, it can't be that bad. It can't be that bad. So focus on what makes you enthusiastic and harmonious. And I do know that I am enthusiastic and really glad to be a part of this show. We've been on air for over 12 years, talking to all of you all across South Florida. And now we're popping on over to Tampa. We're so glad to have WHFS a part of our family. And we know that together, our thoughts and our words, we can make a powerful shift. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. And then when we come back, we're going to the phone lines, 888-565-1470. You've got a question? Want to know how to shift your words? Make a change in your life? Maybe you want to know, where do I go from here? Well, we've got answers. We're tapping up, tuning up to the heavens, and I sure want to talk to you. You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. That's me, Sarah Spiritual. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice?
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 888-565-1470. That's toll free. 888-565-1470.
We've got a feeling you'll want to listen to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, Wednesday nights from 6 to 7 p.m. for insightful, intuitive messages on WHFS. Sarah Spiritual is a spiritual advisor and transformational coach who will assist you. Join Sarah Spiritual for a powerful hour of life's questions and spirit's answers. I've got a feeling you'll love Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, 6 to 7 p.m. Wednesday. Got the feeling? Just call 888-565-1470.
Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up. You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call right now, Sarah Spiritual at 888-565-1470. Toll free, 888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube.
I've been standing in the room voice? Did you call me with your soul? Because you know that you know me.
Because you know that you know me, I am Sarah Spiritual, and you are listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on WHFS in Tampa and WWNN right in South Florida. We're so glad to have you joining us here. We are answering life's questions and seeking the answers, and together we're navigating the power of our words. And I've got a caller who's in Atlanta, Georgia, so I got to see what's going on in Atlanta. I got to talk to her because she's called a while ago, and we need to hear what's going on. It's been 12 years of national radio, and she's been following this show for a while. Let's check in with Atlanta. We got Sherry on the line.
Sarah?
How are you, Sherry?
I'm good. God is good. How you doing?
I'm doing great. You know, Sherry, this is such a great year for you, for your business, for your career, for making moves and changes. I really feel, Sherry, that in this moment in time, you're supposed to position yourself for some financial gains and really promote your business and career, your talents. This is what I'm seeing around you, Sherry. What's your question for us?
Oh my God! Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate that.
Yes.
I kind of noticed that we might be going back in quarantine, and you just answered my question. Because my career means a lot to me, and
it is.
So,
yes.
Do you see me living in Nashville, or do you see me just floating in between states right now until this quarantine is over?
Well, I'm not quite sure that there is one, but if that's what you're experiencing or what you're interpreting, didn't hear any announcement that that's the plan. But what I say to you is this, and of course we've got to follow all the guidelines that are there before us. But I say this to you, Sherry. What makes you happy? Focus on that and bring yourself to a place that is going to allow you to prosper and create the joy in your business and your creativity. That's what I see for you. All right?
Okay. I appreciate you taking my call, Sarah. You kind of just nailed it in the thing. You nailed it for me. I thank you so much.
All right. Stay safe and don't put any fear out there. Just trust everything's going to work out and we'll all be fine. All right, Sherry in Atlanta, thank you for listening to the show. I know you've been listening for many years. We greatly appreciate your following Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. Bye for now.
We appreciate you, Sarah.
Thank you. Bye. 888-565-1470. We're going to go back to the phone lines, and we've got our friends on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, please put your comment, put your question, and share the page, share the light. If you're on YouTube, then please give us your question because we'll be going to answer our Facebook and YouTube questions on the Sarah Spiritual page in just a moment. But we're going to go to Deerfield Beach. I've got Kimberly on the line. Kimberly, how are you?
Good in yourself, Sarah.
I'm doing great, Kimberly. I also want to let you know that there's a lot of growth coming for you because I feel like you're ready to move yourself forward. It's like you're ready to make a change. You're ready to move forward. You're done with just kind of feeling a little stuck and stagnant. Does that make sense to you, Kimberly?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You know, it's
yes,
funny.
ma'am.
I hear this song in my head. So here you go. You ready? Oh, when the saints go marching in. All right. So you want to be a part of that number, honey, whatever that's going to be. Because
exactly.
I got to get New York on you. We got to go, honey, because it's time for you to make a move and a change. And when I look at the feeling, and you're very sensitive and attuned, you've got a lot of energy that kind of connects to the divine, to God, to the angels. And you're trying to find this frequency and this vibe that makes you feel free. Yes? We're looking to have some freedom, particularly financial freedom. And that's where we're feeling a little bit buried under a few bricks, right? It's not where you want to be. Kimberly, what is your question for me? How can I best assist you?
Yes. Lately I've been having some dreams about my grandmother, and she's passed on back in 2010. And I don't remember all the dream, and I try to go back to remember it.
Yes.
And I'm just wondering, like, why am I starting to, have a lot of dreams about her?
Well, there's
okay.
there's something coming for her. They talk about interesting. They're talking about a birthday or anniversary, something connected to the family right now. Whose birthday anniversary is coming up?
Well, her birthday is coming up on the 26th.
Okay, so there you go. So birthday anniversary. So this is why she's showing up. The veil is thin. She wants to be known. She wants to be heard, and she wants everyone to kind of connect with her and be aware of her. She's also making me know that, interesting, there's been a little fear around you as to how you're going to manage. And I get the sense that the past 8 months have been a little shaky for you. And there's changes that you want to make, but there's a little fear around some of these changes. Does this make sense to you, Kimberly?
Yes.
And so the energy she's giving me is that you're going to be okay. And she's showing up for you so that you know she's there for you. And she also makes me aware, interesting, there's a female that stands connected to her that is younger than her, but your mother is living, correct?
No, she's not.
Okay.
She's deceased, too.
Because there's a woman who's younger than your grandmother, so she motions to me that there's a woman there with her that she's also with. So she lets me know that there's a woman younger. So I don't know that it's mother, but I know that there's someone younger than her. I can only give you what she gives me.
Right, right.
So I thank you for the confirmation that Mom has passed. However, she's showing me this woman, and that there's support, that she's standing behind you. She also talks to me about a man connected to family, and it's like brother energy. Is there a brother energy that's not well at this time, please? Brother energy.
No, I don't have any brothers. I'm the only child.
Brother energy connected to the family. So I don't know if it's mother's brother. I don't know. They're talking about a brother not well. So I'll leave you with that, because this is the other thing that they give me. Okay? But she is with you in support, and she is with you so that you know that she's there to hold space for you. You will remember more of the dream. This is a short period of time, a short window she has to be with you. So she's getting all the energy in. And she's covering you. It's interesting. She's covering you in her energy, and she's kind of putting a blanket down. And it's almost like she covers you with the blanket, like she's tucking you in at night. This is the feeling that she gives me. She's holding a blanket. So she's there with you, Kimberly, so that you know that she's with you throughout the night, and she's supporting you while she's connecting. Know that there's this woman there with her, must be mother. Mom did not step forward. Perhaps another time we can connect with your mother. This is to show us support and to let you know that you will be okay. The changes that you want to make, particularly those to lift the financial burden and bricks off of you, will be most beneficial. And some movement comes towards the end of the year. So this is when we begin to, when the saints go marching in, okay? That's when things start to move forward for you, all right?
Okay.
All right, Kimberly, thank you so much for calling. We greatly appreciate it. And
thank you.
We look forward to talking to you again. Bye for now.
Okay. All right, bye-bye.
888-565-1470. We're going to go to our friends on Facebook and YouTube and pull a couple of questions, and then we're going to go right back to our phone lines. So we got Mary Katie, and she says, hi, do my guides and angels have anything to say for me? So the first thing that I'm made aware of for you is that this year is such a balancing act for you. It's time to balance your life, balance your finances, and the connection with your friends as well, and your loved ones, your family. And as you work in this balance alignment and you put yourself first, things are going to begin to become a little more harmonious, Mary Katie. And the energy that I see for you is something that is going to bring a great celebration coming up around the time of your birthday. So I feel as if your birthday is going to be a monumentous time and also give you an opportunity to kind of just focus on you. Second half of the year, because I have to talk about the second half of the year before we go to 2022, is a time where I feel like you're going to be doing more for self and also I do see, I guess depending on how things are, a little bit of travel coming up at the end of the year. Thank you, Mary Katie. Your guides and your angels are with you, particularly see Archangel Raphael. He seems to be working on something having to do with your legs. Thanks, Mary Katie, for your YouTube question. We're going to take another question from Facebook, our Sarah Spiritual Facebook page. We got Jolie Jo Hassan. She says, hey, please let me know, when will I relocate to northern or central Florida? I am bringing my angels and my guides in to assist. I know, Jolie, it's been something that's been in your heart for a while. It's coming. It's just not time yet. The finances and everything have not lined up. But I do believe that the fall, towards the end of this year, it's time for you to take flight and to make the change. So be ready for October. October seems to open up the doors for you. And Jolie Hassan, it's going to bring the change that you want. Put the pennies aside, save the money, focus, and say, I am the woman who is making a move to my desired location so I can be free and harmonious, and I am creating with my words. Don't let anyone tell you it's not possible, Jolie, because you are on your way. I look forward to seeing pictures of your new place when you make your move. Bye for now. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, we're going to go back to our phone lines. We've got calls in Fort Lauderdale and Virginia and all across the nation. And if you're listening in Tampa and you're driving in your car, pick up the phone. Join the conversation. 888-565-1470. Thanks, everyone. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Have we met before? I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard?
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 888-565-1470. That's toll free. 888-565-1470.
We've got a feeling you'll want to listen to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, Wednesday nights from 6 to 7 p.m. for insightful, intuitive messages on WHFS. Sarah Spiritual is a spiritual advisor and transformational coach who will assist you. Join Sarah Spiritual for a powerful hour of life's questions and spirit's answers. I've got a feeling you'll love Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, 6 to 7 p.m. Wednesday. Got the feeling? Just call 888-565-1470.
Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up.
Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call right now, Sarah Spiritual at 888-565-1470. Toll free, 888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube.
Standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me?
Do you know me? I am Sarah Spiritual, and you are listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on WWNN 1470 AM, 95.3 FM, and 96.9. And also, we're in Tampa on WHFS 1010 AM, 92.1 and 103.1. And we are answering your questions at 888-565-1470. I've got to go back to the phone lines. I've got to go to Sunny. And Sunny, she's calling from India. Sunny, how are you?
Hi, Sarah. I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Sunny. Thank you so much for calling. And how can we assist you tonight?
It's a big blessing to be connected and speaking to you. I mean, all the way from New Delhi.
Well, thank you for calling us from New Delhi. And, well, we had a little rain here in South Florida. So how's the weather in New Delhi right now?
We have summer right now, but we do have rain going on since a week, so it's very pleasant.
Good, good.
And it's 4:20 a.m. in the morning.
Well, thank you for joining me at 4:20 a.m. in the morning. So I am really...
I'm especially up just to talk to you.
I'm so blessed to talk to you as well. And here's the really great part. As you're talking to me, Spirit is telling me that there's a lot of positive energy that's around you that is getting you to step into your personal empowerment, that you're learning to love yourself and put yourself first. And this is a time for you to draw healthy boundaries and to move yourself in the direction of your personal dreams and your desires. And you want to be of service to other people. Is this true?
Yes, very true, yeah.
And I see the energy of the angels that are around you. And I feel as if when I kind of spin the time back and I take you back to 2019 into 2020, that you went through a major shift and change. And this has kind of brought you through a tunnel of energy that's made you shift who you are and how you really want to be and what you want to do to be the best person in your life. Yes?
Yes, kind of, because after losing my dad in 2018, there has been a lot of changes, yeah.
Yes. And so as you navigate those changes, it's made you a stronger, courageous, more aligned, intuitive person. Sunny, what is your question for me tonight?
I need to know about Thomas and me. Do you see us together, or do you think this, or you see that this relationship is over for good, so that I can move on?
Okay, what is Thomas's
What
birthday?
do you see?
What's his birthday?
22 March 1959.
Okay, right there, this has been a bit of a roller coaster for you, yes? The past...
Exactly.
2 years,
yeah,
it's like
up and
down, roller coaster, woo-hoo, yes, indeed. And when I look at the energy here, I see that, all right, here we go. He's not going to change. He's too difficult. You're too peaceful. You do so much. You're so kind, benevolent, and he gets so locked down, rigid, and he's not showing up for you emotionally. Is it true?
Exactly.
Okay.
You are on the dot.
So
Yes.
the song I hear in my head, to answer your question, they want to answer in a song. Yes, it's over, call it a day. Sorry that it had to end this way. It's no reason to pretend. You guys know it has to end right now. He is not in the energy that is going to show up for you. Remember what Spirit said to you at first. And everyone knows, I always tell it like it is. This is your year to put you first. This is your year to draw healthy boundaries.
Yeah.
Think how appropriate it was what Spirit said when I first started talking to you, not even knowing your question. That this is the time for you to just carve out your life. If he wants to make the adjustments, if he wants to show up for you, if he wants to, change, then that's up to him.
Exactly. Yeah.
But you've been bending over
I don't see
backwards.
that. Do you
No.
see him changing?
I
No.
don't. That's
No.
why we're saying it's over. But anyone is capable of anything. That's up to him. But you bend over backwards. I swear you work for the circus. You're doing so many flips. So we need to back it up, Sonny. And, Sonny has to come first. I hear this other song in my head, When Sonny Gets Blue. We don't want you blue and sad. We want you in your personal power.
Exactly.
Okay?
Absolutely.
But, Sonny, if you will allow me, I can tell you this. As you release, something amazing comes next. There is advancement. There is growth for you. And from that moment on, as you feel more empowered, the 2022 year, if you let go and trust the divine, trust God, Sonny won't be blue. Sonny is going to be, everything's coming up roses because I see love coming for you. But we have to let go what we're holding on to so tightly so that our hands are open to receive the love that I see. And it's a really powerful partnership. All right, Sonny? Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
I'm so grateful.
Thank you. I'm
Lots
grateful.
of divine blessings to you. Thank you.
Thank you for listening in New Delhi, India. We
And
greatly
your
appreciate
show
you.
is absolutely amazing and awesome. Keep it
Thank
up.
you.
Keep
Thank
shining.
you so much. God bless you. Bye for now.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
888-565-1470. We hope you joined the conversation here, and we're going to go from New Delhi, India. I got to go to Fort Lauderdale. We got to see what's popping in Fort Lauderdale. I got Dean on the line. Dean, how are you?
Hi, Sarah Spiritual. How are you? I'm fine.
Good. What is going on? What can I help you with tonight?
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness. Nobody knows the troubles
I made some decisions in my professional life that caused me great anxiety and pain.
Okay.
And I'm just hoping that you see that I'm going to rebound from this quickly and it not overtake me.
Okay. Bear with me. Let me take a look here. So, interesting. So, first of all, you have moved yourself in many directions on your own because you've been rather independent most of your life, yes?
Yes.
And anything and everything you've set your mind to, you have accomplished. This is true, yes?
Absolutely.
Okay. And you have been the best possible friend to everyone you know. You've shown up for everyone. And you've also realized that not everybody has shown up for you in the past 3 years, they tell me. Does this make sense to you?
It absolutely does, yes.
There's been a lot of changes and a bit of a downfall, even not just related to work. And I do want to bring that up because you went through a metamorphosis that kind of took you for a loop. And so now the goal that you have is to undo the steps that you took, thinking you would move yourself forward, and instead you set yourself back, correct?
Yes, I did.
Okay. This is temporary. I feel as if wherever you are working, whatever that environment has been, hostile, difficult, problematic, I feel like you're not being recognized and honored. I feel like you are really just insignificant in the flow, and it's just more hassle than anything else for you. Does this make sense?
Yes, I was released from that environment on Friday.
And I want you to say, Hallelujah, Amen. Thank you, Lord.
Hallelujah, Amen. Thank you, Lord.
Because that was the most toxic environment that I've seen in a long time. And I spy with my Sarah spiritual eye. I've been spying a lot. And I just really feel, honey, that if you just trust and you write down, I am the woman who is powerful beyond measure. I am the woman who, through my words and thoughts and actions, is attracting a new opportunity that is going to bring me even more abundance than I had before. And I am going to grow and prosper because I am powerful beyond measure. This is how I see the energy turning around. And I don't think you have to wait very long. I feel like we get a little break. And after what you've been through, I think you need a big break. But you're going to get a little break. And then in the next, I don't know, they give me this number 7. This next 7 weeks, things are going to turn around and you're going to find a new opportunity. And there's a feeling inside of me that makes me feel as if, here we go, that the stepping stone of this next opportunity is just that, a stepping stone to something better, more comfortable, more in your, line of work. Because I feel as if there's no project that you cannot manage. I feel as if you're the person everyone's going to put on the desk and say, here, how do we get it done and can you get it done? And you're like, I am the girl who you can go to. But at this moment, I feel as if your talents need to be directed in something that brings you joy and harmony. Does this make sense?
It absolutely does.
Okay.
Yes.
So I want you to let go and release. And I want you to trust. And I want you to remember that when you were 17 and 18, this is where they take me to. You made choices, and you had to be strong at that time. And you moved yourself through a period of life that has put you where you are now. And you've always managed. This is true, yes?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I do hope that you call back and join the conversation with us again. For now, we're out of time. Is this your first time calling?
Yes, it is.
How did you hear about the show?
I was kind of looking on the internet, and I heard your show a couple of times on WEXY, and I wanted to get to you so desperately because for some reason my spirit was rotating towards getting something prophetic from you.
Great.
And I was able to get through today.
And it was divinely designed for you. And I want you to hear this. I have confidence in sunshine. I have confidence in rain. I have confidence that spring will come again. Besides what you see, I have confidence in me. I'm going to leave you with that, my dear. Thank you so much for calling. Stay in touch.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
God bless you. Bye for now.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Well, we're getting ready to close out our first hour. If you're joining us here on WHFS 1010 AM 92.1 and 103.1, then please pop on over to Sarah Spiritual on Facebook. Catch us on YouTube. Continue the conversation. Just because we're leaving you doesn't mean you have to leave me. Stay with us. Join us through another way. We appreciate you listening, Tampa. And those of you here in sunny South Florida, don't go anywhere. We are going to be right back.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope. Phone lines are open at 1-888-565-1470. That's 1-888-565-1470.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its hosts, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
The sun begins to set and close out the day, and the moon begins to rise. It says hello as the sun says goodbye. The birds ride the wind and nowhere there to go. They're just cruising by, singing a song or two for you and I. The ocean meets the sand and whispers to it too, come dance with me and lose yourself deep in the sea. Oh, the world, it works so beautifully together. Oh, the world, it seems in harmony. Why can't you and I live together in harmony? The butterfly emerges from deep within the cocoon. It was hiding for a while, getting ready to show its beauty and change. The winds begin to blow and dance with the trees and twirl the leaves around as they dance in the sunlight. The rain, it begins to fall and everything washes off, all shiny and new, just like me and you. When we were once born, the world is there together as one. The world is there together in harmony. Why can't we live together and understand who we are? Why do wars make us better when we feel like we are hurt? Why can't we love one another and give it all a chance to dance? The world, it flows so beautifully. It dances with the planets and the stars light the way. And the universe says, you are
Your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up. This show is furnished by Sarah Spiritual. Welcome back to the second hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, as we continue our uplifting and empowering spiritual discussions and to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. We have another hour to listen and call in. 888-565-1470. 888-565-1470. And watch Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube. And you can share the love and light.
There's a light that shines down upon me, and there's a light that brightens up my day. There's a light leading the way. Oh, there's a light.
Yes, indeed, there's a light right here on WWNN 1470 AM, 95.3 FM, and 96.9. We're answering your questions all across the nation at 888-565-1470. I guess all across the world, because earlier we had a call from New Delhi, India. So we're really glad to have our friends all across the world listening, and we are welcoming you. And if you follow what I do, I teach many classes at the Expedito Enlightenment Center. Well, we're still on Zoom, but we have class. And I've got a program coming up, and if you are ready to want to connect to the divine, want to hear your guides and your angels, if you want to feel like you're dialing up, tuned in, tapped in, and in alignment with all that is, then you want to take my mediumship direct connect program. We want to show you how to connect and know that your guides and your angels. People ask me, how do you know what you know? I got guides and angels. They tell me the answers. I ask them, they tell me. You ask me, I ask them, they tell me, I tell you. That's how it goes. And it's lickety-split. And once you build this relationship, bridge this connection with your guides, even if it's just what's the right life choice for you, or should I change jobs now? The simple things in life. Your intuition, we want to develop it. And what if you really, really want to know that your grandma's still with you, that you can feel her, that you can almost hear her in your mind, not your imagination, but in your energy, in your mind? This is what we teach. We teach you how to bridge this connection. Earlier we had a caller, and she was talking about her grandmother coming in her dreams. So we learn how to interpret their messages. And this is the class for you. If you want to deepen your connection to God, deepen your connection with your angels and your guides, and maybe, just maybe, tuning in and tapping into your loved ones on the other side, sure hope you join us. Go to sarahspiritual.com, SARAH, spiritual.com, and then check out the class. Sure hope you join us. Class starts this Tuesday. Drum roll, please. They're getting ready to close out registration in a few days. So I sure hope you make it and join us for this class go around. We're going to go back to our phone lines and, of course, back to our friends on Facebook. I put a little challenge out there on Facebook. I sure hope you're putting some words of power in our messages, because I want to hear how powerful you all are on our Facebook and our YouTube feed. We're going to be checking the feed, so let me see what you can powerfully project, because words have power. But for now, I've got to go. Oh, let's see. I got to go. Nobody knows where I got to go. Ooh, I got to go to Pamela. Pamela is in Massachusetts. Pamela, how are you?
Hi, Sarah. I'm doing well.
Good to connect with you. Pamela, is this your first time calling?
It's not.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for calling again. I can't hold everybody's voice in my head because I got enough voices in my head. I don't need any other voices in my head. So, Pamela, what's your question for us? What's the crossroad? How can we assist you?
Oh, gosh, Sarah. I will need your guidance even in sometimes formulating this question. I have a circumstance that requires the help of another due to their expertise and knowledge in the area.
Okay.
It feels like it's too big of a situation to handle myself.
Okay.
And I've spoken with several different people.
Okay.
And gotten different responses. So this afternoon, I was able to speak with someone about an hour at length about this.
Okay.
And they're willing to meet with me to see if they can help me. And I'm looking for some guidance from you and Spirit as to if this is a good match for this person to help me with this.
Official documentations, paperwork associated with this, please?
Yes.
Okay. Because I have here on my paper legal papers, and they're talking to me about the number 3. So how many people have we talked to?
Oh, my gosh. How many have I talked to? Yeah, more than 3.
Okay. So what does the number 3 have to do? Is there something we need to get done in a certain amount of time, or?
Oh, wow. Oh,
Yes.
my goodness. Okay. So 3 is a time. 3 is an anniversary coming up next week, actually.
Okay, great. Okay.
So I think that's what it might be, the 3. And yes, there is a time component to the situation I need help with.
Right. And this is also concerning something having to do with someone who has crossed over, please? Yes?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay. What does this paperwork have to do with? Something legal regarding property, or there's a timeline to this?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to tell you that there's a person who's crossed over, who's connected to you, who's starting to come through, who's stepping forward and letting me know that they're here. And there's some way that I can connect them to you and to this storyline. Even though it may not be their direct story, I connect them to you. The woman is above you, makes me feel like she's in grandmother energy, but she also makes me feel as if there are 2 people that are kind of not supporting what you want to do here on Earth. Am I making sense?
Not so much for the question that's weighing on my mind.
Okay, but there are 2 people who are being problematic to you right now. This is her message, okay?
Okay.
Put your question on the side because she's a-talking.
Got it.
Mother's mother, grandmother's past, yes?
Yes.
Okay. 2 people that you're at odds with, not lining up with you right now, please?
Actually, possibly with this situation, yes. No.
Okay. Not possibly. She's telling me yes.
Yes,
2
got
people.
it.
Okay, got it. Okay. So first I'm going to tell you, careful who you talk to, careful what you say. If you know you got to get something done, I got to get done, I got to get it done right now, and I got to be undercover, I need you undercover. Do what you've got to do. The less people who know your business, the better off you are, and the more great your success will be. Now, the person that you talked to today, to get back to your original question.
Yes.
If grandmother would let me. She's making me laugh here, so. Okay. If we talk to this person today, this person makes you feel as if they will explore your options, yes, and give you the guidance and take up the cause where others may have made it seem more complicated. They seem to have a strategy, an approach that appeals to you. Does this make sense to you?
Potentially.
Yes. Okay. So what is your question about the potential candidates to assist you on this journey?
Well, several of them are just falling by the wayside as these conversations take place. So this is almost like do or die time.
I know.
And the question is, do I forge ahead alone, or is this person a good person, candidate to help me to bring this to a successful outcome?
I'm going to also tell you this, that are you on Facebook with me or anything, anyway? Facebook, Instagram. Are you on Facebook or Instagram in it by any way, shape, or form?
I don't think linked to you.
Okay. Link yourself to Sarah Spiritual, if you would. Because to guarantee this answer, I would need their exact name, and we really don't want to say that on national radio.
Correct.
So we need a name of the person. But you cannot, hear me, you cannot, Grandma's like, no, do not forge ahead, because you will get eaten alive.
Okay.
So it's a little, and it's too stressful.
Meaning don't forge ahead alone.
Correct.
Okay, alone, but not necessarily with this person.
Yes, forge ahead. Ideally, this person is the person.
Okay.
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 And the clock is ticking.
Yes.
Okay. And Pamela, forced victory is the words I hear in my head. So you are meant to prevail, but you're going to have to force your way through. Like I see all these pitfalls and these obstacles that are going to try to get complicated. And you're just going to have to navigate the snares. It's like, I don't know, the journey to the land of Oz. They went through quite a bit to get there, but they got there. Only to find out they didn't have that much to do, and it was all in their control anyhow. So it's going to feel a little overwhelming. But that's okay. You can do this. So inbox me, Facebook Sarah Spiritual, the person's name, and any other private details you want me to know. And I will sit with Spirit, and I'll get back to you in about 24 hours.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Pamela. Thank you so much for listening to the show and following, and we will hold the energy and space that your words of power will be the magnet to attract the other person who will be your powerful voice box in this matter for success. All right? Bye for now.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye for now.
Bye.
888-565-1470. We're going to go to Facebook. We're going to go to YouTube. We're going to answer some questions before we go to Virginia and West Palm and Georgia. Let's see who we've got. We've got Annette Montes Lopez, and she's on our Facebook page, Sarah Spiritual, and she says, "Hi, I have had a deep feeling of emptiness and feeling lost spiritually. What's next?" Well, this emptiness and this loss is really just the letting go and the releasing of the old ways, the old paradigm, things that you thought you know, but you don't really know because it's not what it appeared to be. It's a little loss and mourning of the illusions that have kind of engulfed you, and you're kind of passing through this illusionary state. You're not as alone as you feel. It's just you're in some foreign energy that's a little uncomfortable. But hold on, because the way this energy goes for you, this energy is the time for you to connect and form a new community, get some new friends. It's going to be a time for you to network and move yourself forward to grow spiritually. I feel like there's a vibrational frequency upload coming, and this is going to help you in your journey of being connected, and your guides and your angels will be there. I'm also being made aware of master teachers working with you, and Annette Montes Lopez, an energy of creativity comes upon you. And this is where the angels step in, and they help you learn to express yourself in a new way. There's a lot of creative talent you have, my dear, and they don't want you to lose sight of it. Let go of the past. Time to move on. All will be well. Thank you, Annette Montes Lopez, for joining us on Facebook and your Facebook question. Who else do we have on Facebook and YouTube? We've got our YouTube channel, and we've got Karitsna. She's in Polish. She's Poland, and she says, "I'm Polish, live in Ireland. May I please, Sarah, talk about my life? What's good is coming to my life?" Well, what good coming to your life is actually last year you were going through your personal manifestation, a lot of changes, and maybe you felt like doors were closing and you couldn't really move ahead. And because the world's doors had closed as well, this was also making you feel a little stagnant. But what good comes to you in your life, my darling, is I see love all around you. So it makes me feel as if love is the answer to a lot of these stagnation issues that I see. And I also know that there's time for you in this energy of love and relationship to also invent a new way of earning a living and upkeeping yourself. But love comes first as you journey through this transition for work and money. So look forward to that. This is a great, great year for you to start again. It's like wiping the slate clean. It's a new beginning, starting of a rebirth in a cycle. It's great time. What good comes? You've whitewashed the walls, my darling, and all is new. Step forward with your dreams and remember you are a powerful being fueled by the divine. Bye for now. We're going to go back to the phone lines, 888-565-1470. I've got Lori, and Lori, she's in Virginia. Lori, how are you?
Hi, Sarah. I'm great. How are you?
I'm great, Lori. Good to connect with you. And how can I assist you tonight?
Well, this is somewhat of a multifaceted question. I am curious when you might see me and my family moving back out to the mountains and how it will affect how that move will affect my marriage and my career.
Okay. What is your mate's birthday, please?
9/10/1986.
And we've been in Virginia for a few years now, yes?
Yes.
About 5? What's the number 5 have to do with your life?
The number 5. Well, we originally moved to Virginia. We've done a lot of moving in the last 8 years. Okay. We're in 2021. So about 9 years ago is when we originally moved to Virginia.
And then we moved away, and then we ended up back.
Yep.
Okay.
But now we want to get back to the mountains.
Yes.
That's where we want. It's been a crazy year and a half.
It's been, Virginia energy. I don't know why it keeps calling you, and I actually feel like it has more to do with career, work, money than anything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I feel like that's why you keep getting sucked up in there, because there's seems to be this market for you.
We're here in Virginia. We're just in a different. We want to go back out to the mountains. Right now we're close to the coast. Yeah.
Right, but I feel like Virginia kind of is a place that fuels your career a little better than the mountains have in the past. You keep getting sucked back into Virginia. The mountains.
Well, the mountains are in Virginia that we're wanting to move back to.
Okay, yes, but with the coast side of where you are. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. Where you are now in Virginia is just seems to be pulling your career a little bit more. So your career is going to have a revamp, a remake when we go to the mountains. And for the marriage, I feel like this is going to give you a better sense of harmony and peace. There's something very heavy, even though you're by the coast and you've got the water and that cool energy. There's something really heavy going on around where you live, and the energy just feels very weighty around the marriage.
Yes.
And it's it's agitated, argumentative. You're not on the same page. And your spouse, well, even though they don't like change, they're going to need to change because they don't like where they are. And they don't feel free. And so we need to take your spouse to a place where they feel like they can express themselves. And even though they tend to get caught up in some of the little things, when life is so beautiful and vast, it's a little easier for them to chill. They cannot chill in this part of Virginia. We need to go to the mountain part of Virginia. And so will it affect your career? It will, but I don't feel it as a setback. I feel as it will give you a rebirth, a new direction in career.
That's what I was hoping.
Yes. So when I look at the energy, okay, hold on. The goal is to get there by November.
By November, okay.
Okay. So we got
that would be ideal.
ASAP act. If we're not there by November, we will be there in February. This is the window. So look at work, look what we need to do. You see, I feel like he can adapt where he goes.
Yes. Yeah.
But you're the one whose job has a certain demand, and how shall I say?
It's a very unique niche.
Yes.
Or niche, well, however you say that.
Yes, potato, got it. But
niche,
when we
whatever.
look at the energy, your income, to stay in that income bracket and that niche, you've got to find just the right spot for yourself there. And it's going to take some time for you to look for that position.
Yeah.
Okay. But between now and November is a great window.
Okay.
All right. The world's changing for you. Okay.
Awesome.
All right, my
Good
dear.
to hear.
All right. Thank you so much. And thank you for holding, Lori, and keep us posted.
No problem.
Right.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Always
Bye.
a pleasure.
Yes. Bye
Bye-bye.
for now. 888-565-1470. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. And then when we come back, we've got to go to Georgia. We've got to go to Illinois. We've got to go to West Palm Beach here in sunny South Florida. So wherever you're listening, we hope you continue to listen right here on WWNN 1470 AM, 95.3 FM, and 103.9. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me?
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 888-565-1470. That's toll free. 888-565-1470.
We've got a feeling you'll want to listen to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, Wednesday nights from 6 to 7 p.m. for insightful, intuitive messages on WHFS. Sarah Spiritual is a spiritual advisor and transformational coach who will assist you. Join Sarah Spiritual for a powerful hour of life's questions and Spirit's answers. I've got a feeling you'll love Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, 6 to 7 p.m. Wednesday. Got the feeling? Just call 888-565-1470.
Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up.
Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call right now, Sarah Spiritual at 888-565-1470. Toll free, 888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube.
Do you know me? I am Sarah Spiritual, and we are answering all your questions right here on WWNN at 888-565-1470. Do you have some friends in Tampa? Let them know that they can listen to us in their cars in Tampa on WHFS. Of course, those of you listening to us on WWNN, this is our 595th live show. So we're so grateful and honored to be sharing it with all of you. And I've got to go to, we got a lot of callers from a lot of places here. And we've got to go to Aileen, and she's in Illinois. Aileen, how are you?
Hi, Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. And my spirit guides make me feel like last year you kind of went through quite a bit. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
Yes, and besides what the world went through, you went through your own personal craziness, yes?
Yes, I did.
Yes, and they also talked to me about carry a heavy heart, a lot of loss, a lot of mourning with you, too. So you kind of carry a very heavy heart. This is also true, correct?
Correct.
They also make me aware that at this moment in time, you're really trying to figure out what the second part of life is really going to mean for you. And this is some of the figuring out that you've been working on through this 2021. Does this make sense to you, yes?
Yes.
And was there an idea, a thought, a plan? This is like what they're or maybe it was just a passing thought, but talking about some movement or something. Are we thinking of making a move, or maybe I'll move, maybe not. There's something going on inside of you with all that. Yes, please. Yep. And as they make this, energy around, they want you to consider carefully what it is you really want. Okay? And this is where the confusion comes in. And we know God's not the author of confusion, so we need to sit and wait and call Sarah Spiritual. This is one of the reasons we're here, because you're in this little mess, yes? And you're trying to figure out which way we go forward. I want you to know, before you get to your question, there's a lot of guidance, a lot of love coming from the other side. There's also a strong, powerful energy of the angels. Archangel Michael steps forward. He wants you to know that he's balancing out the scales of justice so that things that need to be figured out will be figured out in your favor. I hope this makes sense to you, yes?
It does. I have a pending case.
Yes.
Coming up in August. And there were 3 dates to choose my deposition.
Yes.
And I asked for guidance. And so I hope the 10th is favorable. It was between the 10th, 17th, and 19th. It's still not confirmed.
So let's take a look. So the 10th, my 10th here. So the way that looks to me is that has a powerful connection energy to it. All I know is that we do not want to be giving a deposition in September. So we want to get it done. So we have the 10th. The other one was the 17th, yes?
Mm-hmm. And the 19th.
Kind of feeling the 10th or the 19th. Okay?
Okay.
Either one will be fine for that. And you're going to summarize and express yourself in pithy, direct answers. And I hear my Shakespearean quote, "To thine own self be true." Do not let them sway you. You just say what you know. Archangel Michael is so powerfully behind you. I know he will be with you that day. Of course, angels are neither he nor she, but feels better when I say he. Makes me think of some big muscle man standing behind you. So Archangel Michael is going to surround you with his energy. And that power is going to be with you.
That's great.
And that's step one as we move forward to try to get this all settled out and done, which we know is going to take some time, yes?
It's been almost 2 years.
Yes, and after the depositions, then they're going to go, wah, wah, and they're going to try to make their little dance, and then the real fun begins, okay? But gathering this information and this deposition is really important so that they really know how far in a box they really are in. They're in a box. They don't want to be in the box.
Mm-hmm.
But your words are going to be instrumental in the negotiation. And you know this.
Mm-hmm.
And your counsel should be assisting you in this matter. But you've got the angels with you. Archangel Michael's backing you up. What's your question for me tonight?
My question is about the case.
Mm-hmm.
Will it work out favorably? Where I will be able to buy a house?
They're showing me the money side. This is what they're giving me on my paper. But there's a lot of injustice that happened leading up to this. This is true, yes?
Yes.
Okay. And we have a lot of loss, financial loss that has taken place because of this, yes?
Yes.
Okay. My spirit guides say, focus on the vision of what life will be, and then use the term, I am the woman who is abundant beyond measure. Okay? And I want you to meditate. They're going to give you the number that you are to receive. And then after you meditate and get, because I know you meditate, and I know you pray, you're going to write a check out to yourself for the amount that you want to receive for this settlement.
Okay.
It could never be just enough given the time that has been lost. This is true, yes?
Yes.
But we want a fair and just conclusion to the story so that life can move forward. And I see you moving forward. They're going to kick, they're going to scream, they're going to kick up a ruckus, and then they're going to clamor right down, and they're going to write a check, and you're going to visualize what the check is going to be. Okay, my dear?
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I hope
You mean moving?
I do see you moving. That's the first thing I said to you. I see a move.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I know that comes. But we got some cleanup to do.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got to focus on this. And I know that you feel like the clock is ticking. I know you feel as if you're drowning. I know it's overwhelming. I know.
Yes.
But you're not going to drown. If the angels have to hold you up by the pull of your hair, they're going to hold you up long enough so you don't drown to get you where you need to be. You got to trust the process. And may I say this to you and anyone else going through a difficult time. Let the angels, let God use this to bring you closer to the divine so that you can be the best possible person you can be through this experience by putting all of your trust in a force that is not what man can do for you, but what God will do for you.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you're going to get where you need to go.
Absolutely.
Okay. Aileen, thank you so much for calling. Keep us posted. And if you're on Facebook, Sarah Spiritual, like the page, follow the page, and send me a message. Let me know what date you get. I'll be sure to be praying for you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye for now. Bye.
Bye.
888-565-1470 from Illinois. I got to go to Savannah. I got Tawana on the line. Tawana, how are you?
Hi, Sarah. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. So we are in Savannah, Georgia?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Did we pack up and move again?
No, well, it's still Pooler, but Savannah.
All right.
Same place.
But we are moving, yes?
I've moved.
Oh, you just moved. Okay. I got you. Good. All signed, sealed, delivered. We are good, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, amen. We saw a move coming.
Amen.
So, all right.
Just as you said.
So, Tawana, how can I assist you tonight?
Yes, ma'am. Well, I was reaching out to you tonight because I wanted to ask, do you see me 2021, see the year ending strong for me?
So the first thing my spirit guides say to me, ask her, does she see her year ending strong for her? Because if she doesn't, she's in big trouble. Do you see your year ending? Okay. Hold that vision. Let me tell you what I see. I see the momentum moving forward in career. I feel increase coming for you. So if that's your definition of strong, yes. I also feel as if the lines of communications are going to get a little more clear, a little more sweet, a little bit more congenial. This is having to do with family matters, yes? I see momentum in family, but I do see advancement in career. And there's a new role that we are taking, or we have taken, yes?
Yes.
Okay. This role has opportunity for growth. That is also true, yes?
Yes.
We have put our foot upon the path for greatness, my dear. So if you see yourself ending well at the end of 2021, you put yourself in a good position to complete that goal. Now we can't get ahead of ourselves. We have to focus. We have a lot of learning to do. There's a big learning curve, they tell me. Yeah. And we have to kind of, make sure we stay on track. And listen to our guides and our angels and make sure that we are tuning in to all of that. So that we're doing exactly the right thing at exactly the right time. But yes, it's going to be a good year ending. It's going to be a good time for you. And I feel as if you have made all the right choices to get yourself finally where you wanted to be.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much. Who's piping up in the background? Whose voice do I hear?
Hi, I love you. I love you.
That's
Jacqueline.
That's Jacqueline. Yes, my number one fan from Atlanta. I remember. Listen, she came all the way to West Palm Beach to see me, so I can never forget Jacqueline. So thank you so much, ladies. God bless you. Congratulations on your new spot and your new work, Tawana. And keep us posted on your growth. Bye for now.
Thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome.
God bless.
Bye-bye. 888-565-1470. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. And then when we come back, we've got some more calls to take right here on WWNN. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Do you know me? Do I know you? Have we met before? I've been standing in the room.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 888-565-1470. That's toll free. 888-565-1470.
We've got a feeling you'll want to listen to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, Wednesday nights from 6 to 7 p.m. for insightful, intuitive messages on WHFS. Sarah Spiritual is a spiritual advisor and transformational coach who will assist you. Join Sarah Spiritual for a powerful hour of life's questions and spirit's answers. I've got a feeling you'll love Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, 6 to 7 p.m. Wednesday. Got the feeling? Just call 888-565-1470.
Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up. You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call right now, Sarah Spiritual at 888-565-1470. Toll free, 888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube.
And we are right back here on WWNN 1470 AM, 95.3 FM, and 96.9. And we're answering your questions all across the nation at 888-565-1470. And we look forward to hearing from you every Wednesday night from 6 to 8 p.m. right here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. But we're going to pop over to our friends on Facebook before I go right back to the phone lines. Let's see. Oh, we've got a YouTube question. And let's see. We talked to Mary Katie already. So let's see. We've got Denise. Denise Hemsworth. She says, what spirit have for me? Business going well. I've had a friend who is crazy about me. I just don't know how to feel about it. And she gives me the birthday. You know, your friend's crazy about you, but I don't really know if this is the friend for you. Feel like their energy and their moods may not suit you. So I want you to focus on creating a new connection with someone else. I think this person, even though they're crazy about you, may not be the fit that's going to make you feel most comfortable. And you're still doing a lot of healing on the loss. So please take your time. Just because they're crazy doesn't mean you need to be crazy for them. Thanks so much, Denise, for your Facebook question. Who else do we have? Kevin Paul. Kevin Paul, thank you for looking and watching the show. I know you're on with us regularly. Good evening. He says, anything for me is a job and career change. I know you've been getting ready to make a change. And Kevin Paul, change is a-coming. But the change that you have to create is really based on how creative you want to be and how you want to get out of the box to do something differently, to promote yourself differently, to do your resume differently. Change is going to be important for you because you are a powerhouse of a person who really needs the best way to express yourself. So, Kevin Paul, focus on what you want to create. New work is coming for you. This is going to be something that kind of takes us into the fall energy. So keep your eyes out and promote yourself and market yourself a little differently than you've been in your job search. Success is coming your way. Thank you so much, Kevin Paul, for your Facebook question. We're going to go back to the phone lines. I've got to go to Leslie. Leslie is in Fort Lauderdale. Thank you, Leslie. How are you tonight? Hi, Leslie. Are you with us?
Yes.
Hi.
I'm here.
Okay, great. Welcome. Good to connect with you, Leslie.
Thank you.
You know, this year is going to represent some financial growth, financial changes for you. And are we looking to advance something in our career, get a promotion? This is kind of energy that's kind of ripe for you. And when I say ripe, the vibration is there to receive advancement in career, additional money. This is how they make me feel. And this timeline for you kind of takes us from now to about February of next year. So this is kind of a window, the way they show me. And this is how we get to advance you moving forward. So look at where you are, think where you'd like to be, and be open and receptive to some change because it will present itself. And it's up to you to say yes. Okay, Leslie?
Okay.
Okay. Leslie, what's your question for me?
My question was about that. I am currently working, but I wanted to start doing something on my own, work for myself.
Perfect.
I have started it, but there's still some fear there just because people, are you sure it's expensive? It's not the right time, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
So I just wanted to get some insight on that.
This is your year for financial growth. This is your year for promotion. This is the year to kick it up a notch. This is actually your powerful, powerful career year. I wouldn't pass up this opportunity. And let's talk about people and their opinions. You know what they say about opinions, right? Okay. But let me give you the spiritual insight on it. Their experience is based on what they've heard, their conditioning, and maybe what they've experienced. But their path is not the same as your path. Each person has their own interpretation and experience that they need to live through for their own highest good. And if you have this idea, this feeling, this birth inside of you that this is what I want to do, that inspiration didn't just come from your own imagination. It's something that was percolating inside of you. And you look to the left and you look to the right for your job, and you said, well, this is only going to get me so far. Mm-hmm. And without even knowing your question, I clearly said, I see advancement, promotion, I see growth. So we've got to look at where we are and be open for the opportunity. So you're like, I'm open, and your friends are like, close the door, don't waste your money, it might not work.
Yeah.
No, tell them to rant all the way home, because you need to do what is best for you. And yes, it will work. Now, we all know that we've got to position ourselves, we've got to market, we've got to talk to people, we've got to spend time with this. And it's like learning to walk. You might take a few steps and tumble for a minute, but you've got to put one foot in front of the other and invest time. I've been working with all of you for 12 years on radio. I've invested time in building connections with all of you, right? It takes time to build momentum is what I'm telling you.
Got it.
So all the naysayers need to hashtag shut up. And you need to focus on what's best for you, okay? Keep me posted, Leslie, all right? Bye for now. Bye.
Bye.
888-565-1470. I got to go to Tampa. I was just talking about my friends in Tampa, but who do I have in Tampa? Hello?
Hey, this is Natalie. How are you?
I'm great, Natalie. How are you?
I am good. I'm just trying to sort out a situation with my partner. Things were going very well, and I feel like the rug has been pulled up from under me. We still have a wedding to go to this next weekend, and I'm kind of on the fence as to where we're going with our relationship.
What is your partner's birthday?
11/7/73.
Okay. All right. So here's the energy here. This is a maneuver on their part to kind of keep you off balance and to gain power. They like to be powerful. They like to be in control. And for some reason, they felt like you had too much power and control in the relationship. That's what my spirit guides are telling me. I also feel as if, and here's the part that you may not want to hear, I also feel as if they needed you in the beginning. Need. It has nothing to do with love. They needed you in the beginning, and now they don't necessarily need you anymore. So now, like a peacock, they've got their feathers all up, like, well, look at me, and I can do what I want, and that's what I'm going to do. And they're just strutting their stuff, right? And then the power part of the story, they want to see you like, oh, no, please, what are we going to do to make it better, right? We got this whole drama going on, right? And so we're in a power struggle in the relationship. So you're going to let it ride. It's like being at the roulette wheel. We're going to put the money down and go, let it ride. Let's go. Because what I see for you is a woman who's certain of the relationship and the life that she wants. What I see in him is someone who, at times, can be a bit of an opportunist. I know you don't want to hear that. Someone who doesn't always speak the truth. I know you don't want to hear that either. And someone who was in love with the idea of what it could be, but isn't really ready to put their big boy pants on and be a man.
Got it.
Okay? So whatever the snafu in the relationship is, and I know there's lots of forces acting around. There's interference, there's adjustments, there's all this story. It's this drama unfolding. Like you could be a novella, right? You should be on a daytime soap opera. We're going to let it ride. Whatever number you pick on your roulette wheel, you're going to let it ride. And then if he has to walk on by, then let him walk on by.
Got it.
It is not to lose yourself in this, because their confusion is derailing your momentum on everything you've accomplished in the past 2 years before they entered the relationship with you, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Nobody gonna slow me down. Oh no, I've got to keep on moving. You gotta move.
Got it. Got it.
All right? This will work itself out. And I will say this. This relationship comes to a crossroad. The do or die time of this relationship will be at the end of this year. Because if they have not got off the fence and put their big boy pants on, there's going to be another opportunity that's going to present itself to you, and you're not going to want to wait for somebody who's chasing their tail.
Got it.
So I would not shed a tear over this storyline right now. I would go to the wedding, have a magnificent time, have a glass of champagne for me, and just be your best possible self, not to impress him, but for yourself to be the true, authentic self that you have worked so hard to become.
Yeah.
And they're threatened by that.
Got it.
Okay? They're so threatened by that. They need to come to terms with that. If they are not strong enough to stand by your side, then you will let it go.
Got it.
All right? You are not at the effect of what their decision is. We need to let the relationship morph and grow, and it will. And then we'll see if it can grow to what you want it to be. Thank you so much, Natalie, and thank you for listening in Tampa, and spread the word. We can hear Sarah Spiritual in Tampa in your car on WHFS. Tell your friends. Tell them all about it, and have them say, Natalie sent us. All right?
All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye
Have a
for
great
now.
night.
You
Thank
too.
you.
Bye. Well, 595 shows of all of us just chilling, hanging out for over 12 years, having conversations just like that. And we're really glad that you were a part of this conversation. But if you would like to have your own personal session, you can learn more about me at sarahspiritual.com. If you would like to learn more about my products, you can learn about them there. Or maybe you want to visit my center, but you're not local. That's okay. Go to Expedito Enlightenment Center. I'll spell that for you. EXPEDITO, Expedito EnlightenmentCenter.com. There you get a good feel of what my personal center is like here in West Palm Beach, and you can see most of the products that we have available at the center. Well, a good portion of it. But if you come to our center, see all of our crystals, our books, our herbs, our oils, our sprays, our jewelry, our magnificent statues, our fairies. We've got such wonderful items. Incense. Join us at the Expedito Enlightenment Center if you're local to West Palm Beach. Otherwise, visit expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com or sarahspiritual.com. As always, it's an honor and a privilege to talk to each one of you. Thank you to everybody on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you for sharing the page. Let's continue to use words of power. I am connected to the divine. Therefore, all of my life is in divine order. I am a powerful being, and I am creating love, harmony, and joy everywhere I go. Remember, you can create your life the way you want by using your powerful words and thoughts. But for now, I bid you farewell. And remember, words matter. Choose them carefully. Love is the answer. And you're never alone. Your angels and guides are always with you. Good night. God bless you. And I am Sarah Spiritual.
And there's a light that brightens up my day.
This has been Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. You can hear and speak with Sarah Spiritual every Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m. Each week, Sarah Spiritual and Spirit answers your most important questions as you navigate through life. Listen and call in next week and let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit guide you. If you didn't have a chance to speak with Sarah Spiritual tonight, visit Sarah at sarahspiritual.com. You can message Sarah Spiritual at Facebook and follow her on Instagram. Tune in every Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m. with more from Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program